What's up, you guys? I hope you're very well. I hope you're having a very nice Sunday. Today, we're going to be talking about this little guy. I think you've seen it in previous videos, and you can see that it's grown in nicely. Um, this is a little Montezuma cypress. It's super similar to a swamp cypress, and I've been growing it for the past couple of years. It started as a twig, really. For the past couple of years. I've been growing it in this little glass container. I think it looks pretty cool. It's gotten to the point though that it's not looking in proportion with the container. Um, I don't know. I think I'm gonna cap it here. This is gonna be the final height of the tree. So now I'm gonna start worrying about ramification and pruning and keeping it. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about um, the growing media. In this case, it's an aquarium setup. So you can see the little aquarium plants, tons and tons of them. Um, so if you're into aquariums, you know that there is this um, method for planet aquariums, natural planet aquariums, that tries to mimic how aquatic plants grow in nature, which is a layer of nutrient dense substrate at the base, and then another layer on top of inert material. In this case, is a silica sand. So that's called the Wallstad method. And I've been growing this little Montezuma cypress like that for the past couple of years, and you see that the results have been very, very good. Yeah, all of the all of the new little leaves, all of the new little branches are really healthy, no dead leaves or whatever, and that's because of the nutrient dense substrate at the base, but also because this is 100% submerged all the time. The lowest I've let it go when it comes to the water level, it's like this, so it's still completely covered. At least the roots are completely covered in water. So yeah, you can see that this is a nice little project that started like a novelty, but in reality, it's something that you can easily do at home, just because of how vigorous the Montezuma cypress is, and just because how much it loves water. In fact, I got another one over here that I started a couple of weeks ago, and you know, t- by the way, I'm also rooting some fig cuttings. So, what I was telling you about is just how vigorous it is, and also another thing is that it's super easy to root them. You just take a little twig and you stick it in the ground. You cover it with water, and that's it. I think you've seen a short. I've loaded a short explaining that. So anyway, today we're going to be a little bit. We're going to be doing a little bit of pruning and a little wiring because I want to lower this branch right here so that now it becomes a full-fledged branch there. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna get everything that I need, and then we'll continue. I'm gonna try and record this with one hand and work with the other. But when it comes to placing the wire here at this junction, I am gonna pause the video. Yeah, maybe you'll see me moving it into position, but the wiring itself, it's not going to be on camera because I'm working by myself. Yeah, so maybe I can show you a little bit more of the little aquatic plants over there. There we go. So if you see, some of them are a little bit yellowish. That's because they're not planted. Yeah, they're not in contact with the soil at the base. And because the water, it's so clear, it's so, we could even say pure. They don't have enough nutrients in the water to sustain themselves well. So I'm keeping them floating over there because I don't have I actually don't have a lot of space at the moment. So yeah, otherwise, just as with the top, everything is super healthy except for those little floater plants that are in need of nutrients. Those are bucophalandras. Like I said, if you're into aquariums, you'll know about this. But if you're just into bonsai, yeah, they're nice little plants that you can use in terrariums as well. In fact, I intend to upload this video both in my terrariums channel and in my bonsai channel because it really touches on both grounds. Yeah. So I'm gonna pause the video, get the wire, and then we'll start pruning. Okay. So here we go. So here we are. I got my scissors here, and I'm gonna remove some of the branches that I'm not gonna use. For example, this one right here. And like I was saying, you can easily root this. Yeah. The only thing that you have to do is just stick it in the ground like this and keep it covered in water. And that's it. Yeah. So there's another one that I saw somewhere that I want to cut as well. And I think uh, oh yeah, it's this one right here. Because you see how we got, well, the main little trunk here, and then this little, sorry, 1 second. There we go. And this little branch here, this is the one that we're going to wire. So right in the middle, another one grows. So I'm just going to remove it because two branches coming out of the same spot, that's going to be ugly, in the future. It can produce swelling and it's unsightly. Yeah. So yeah, that's all the pruning that I'm going to do. Well, actually, once we're at it, and for good measures, I'm going to start ramifying. So what we do is we cut the little tips, and those little branches that we got formed there are going to start, producing. We can cut this one as well because it's shaping up to be a branch. So you only need two, and then those two will divide into four, and so on and so forth. Yeah. This one I'm actually going to wire too, but I need a larger. I don't know. We'll see. I got this wire here. This is aluminum. One of the thinnest. Uh, the gauge. I think this is the thinnest that they had available. So I don't know if this is going to work for this branch as well because this is thicker. But we're going to proceed with wiring these two in position. Yeah. So here I go. Mm. Okay, so here we are. I already wired the two little branches, and I also apply a little bit of wire to this uh, thicker branch over here to see if it stays in place with this gauge of wire. So, now what we got to do is carefully bend them into position. Yeah. So maybe the wiring is not applied professionally there, but it's because the little branches are very thin, and another reason it's because the wire it's so thin, it's difficult to bend properly. So there we go, horizontal. I'm not going to wire this one yet because this is so green, so it could die on me. So there we go. Now we can see that the branches are, oh, look, seems it's enough. So branches are staying in where we want them. Yeah. So yeah, you can see that this is going to be, again, like a novelty project, but still I think it looks quite cool. Yeah. So the last thing I'm going to do is prune a couple of little twigs here and there, but that's going to be it. Yeah. Oops. It got trapped between the wire and the little trunk. So a little note on the branches that we have here. I'm going to let them grow a little bit more because, like I said, if they're green, you shouldn't be applying any wire at all. Yeah. So because it could very easily kill the little branch. So you got to wait for it to lignify. That is to form its little bark like this. Yeah. And once you get that, then you wire them no problem. Yeah. So over here we can see that we got a back branch here. And in the future, what I'm going to do is with the little apex, let's do something like this, and then create the rest of the branches there. So yeah, it's going to be like a 3D shape of a little tree. Yep. So the last thing that we're going to do, I'm going to show you one of the. Oh, I think I showed you in the previous video, but I remember this is a little guy that we featured in the shorts, and you can see that over here we have it. We pruned it a couple of days ago. The little moss has been coming back from the death now for a couple of days now. And you can see right there in the middle of the shot, let me see if I can zoom in. The new little candles for next growing season are coming up. Yeah. So, like I was saying in my previous short, mini bonsai requires everything that your larger bonsai needs, right? I keep them here, and like I was saying, propagating the Montezuma cypress is really easy. I'm gonna stay. Sorry, I'm gonna keep you posted on this little guy. I'm gonna keep you, uh, informed on its development. I'm gonna upload more videos, and yeah, I hope you like this video. If you have any comments, doubts, questions, drop them down below. We are almost 400 subscribers in the Terrariums channel. That's amazing. And in my bonsai channel, support is excellent. Support is always incredible. So thank you so much. Uh, like I said, if you have any comments, doubts, questions, anything, drop them down below. Thank you so much for your support. Subscribe, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.